Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the Havit 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse set. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a Havit 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse set. And here are the features and specifications for the mechanical keyboard as well as the mouse. And now let's go ahead and open up the box. But of course, pulling out the tab that's keeping the box lid shut. And lifting up the box flap. And just giving you a top-down look in the packaging of this Havit 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse set. And let's remove the contents from the box packaging. So let's lift the keyboard out first, and followed by the mouse, or perhaps the papers, and the card, and then just lifting up the tray so that we can remove the mouse and its cable that appears to be looped through that hole, and then just giving you a look and checking through to make sure nothing else is left in the box packaging for this Havit 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse set. So now that the box is emptied, we can set it to the side. So let's close it up and set it on the right hand side of the frame. So right there, and just laying out the contents from the box packaging of this Havit 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse set. So you can see all the items and accessories from the box packaging of this Havit 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse set. So right there, contents laid out across the tabletop. Let's start off by first taking a look at this card. So there is a customer satisfaction card with contact and support details. So it does come with an 18-month warranty. Let's set the card on the right hand side of the frame and just moving right along. There is a user manual right here, and just giving you a look at the thickness of the manual, and let's flip it open or spread it out to show you the contents. So right there, it spans several panels, so just giving you a look there for your reference. So always handy to familiarize yourself with the controls and settings before attempting to use or operate any such peripheral or electronic device. Okay, so those are the details, and on the reverse side, it looks like it's the same set of information, but in German. Okay, so right there, giving you once again a quick look to the user manual for this Havit 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse set. So now we can set the user manual down and to the side. And moving right along, we do have, what else do we have? We do have what appears to be a key plucker right here for removing the keys from the keyboard should you need to replace any parts or clean any of the keys. So right there is the key plucker. So just going to set that down, and moving right along, there is a clear packet here with a cable inside. Let's open it up and take a look at the cable. So there is a cable here. So it is a USB-C cable. So USB Type A on one end and USB Type C on the other. So you can see right there. So this is for powering or recharging or just keeping the keyboard powered. Okay, so the keyboard does work wirelessly as well. So if you want to just maintain that power on the keyboard, you can keep it plugged in continuously right there with this USB-C to USB Type A cable. And moving right along, we do have the mouse as well. So there is a mouse right here with up to 6400 DPI with 6 different levels from 800 DPI with 6 DPI steps all the way to 6400 DPI or 6400 DPI. It's right there, giving you a look at this Havit mouse that comes with this 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse set. And taking a look at the underside as well, just giving you a look right there. And we'll take a close-up look afterwards, so just giving you a quick look right now as it is at the mouse that comes as part of this mouse and keyboard set. Okay, so setting that right down and moving right along, I feel it does have a very nice glide, by the way. Just setting it down right there, I could feel it instantly. And now is the 60% keyboard. Let's slide off that protective cover and then giving you a look at the keyboard, but not before first shifting the mouse to another side so it doesn't get in the way of the foreground as we focus on the keyboard first. So giving you a look at this 60% mechanical keyboard right here, and just going to set it down so you can see very clearly what the keyboard looks like on its own without any of my fingers or hands being in the way. And I'm just going to set the mouse next to it as well, just to give it some scale, given that the mouse is a regular size mouse and even maybe slightly on the large side even. So right there, giving you some perspective right there as to the size of the mouse right next to the 60% keyboard, which is mechanical. So right there, nice clear look at this 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse combo set. Okay, so just now sliding the mouse out of the way for the time being and just focusing on the keyboard for now. So it is a wireless Bluetooth keyboard. It does come with that USB-C cable that we saw earlier to keep it charged or powered. It's right there, giving you a look. And of course, setting the keyboard down once again, giving you another clear look. I'm sure you can't get enough views of this really compact, minimalist or minimal keyboard right there with 62 keys. And just resting my hand on top of the keyboard, you can see just how small this keyboard is. So really small footprint there. You can see everything is very neatly packed, very efficiently packed as well. You can see as the key sizes are still regular in size, or even full size, I would even say. So they are full size keys, all 62 of them in this 60% keyboard with a very, very compact design, as you can see. I'm just giving you an all-round look at this keyboard, so you can see just how chunky and conventional the keys are, the keycaps themselves, on this very narrow frame body or housing. As you can see, pretty thin in terms of the edges, doesn't have much of a border, keeping its real estate consumption very low. So once again, just giving you various looks at this Havit 60% mechanical keyboard. So it does have brown switches, 62 keys, RGB lighting, and of course it connects wirelessly via Bluetooth. And this one is a UK layout as well, as you can see the pound symbol shared with the number 3 button. Okay, so now just giving you some idea as well. Just tapping away there on the keys. So that's a key press test. Pressing on the spacebar right there. Enter key. Spacebar. Enter key. Spacebar. Tab. Caps. Right there, giving you once again a close-up look at the overall details and aspects of this Havit 60% mechanical keyboard. And taking a look at the underside as well of the keyboard. So it does have very nice feeling anti-skid pads on the underside. On all 4 corners, as you can see, large rectangular strips. And they feel very plush as well. Nice and chunky. And big as well, so you know they're not going to peel off that easily with the pressures and abuse that a mechanical or gaming keyboard normally has to sustain. I'm just giving you a look right there. Okay, so that's the Havit 60% mechanical keyboard. So it does have a plastic construction, as you can see. And now just giving you an idea, this time close up, of the key test or key press test or key click test. And of course the travel as well. so you have some idea of what to expect. So once again, and it stays very securely in place as well. I'm kind of dragging on the keys just to test out the anti-slip or anti-skid pads. So nice and very, very stable. And of course, those brown switches giving you, once again, you can never get enough of the nice clicky sounds that keyboard presses make. And of course, trying to show you as much as I can right here, as much detail as I can. Okay, so nice good look overall. And of course, you can see that the keyboard has a USB-C port there to plug in to recharge or keep power supplied to this mechanical keyboard. And on the underside there is an on-off slider switch right there. And let's turn it on just to have a look at it. So right there you can see how it started up with that spread of color right across the keyboard from the middle. And giving you a close-up look right here at the array of colors. And I'm just going to set the keyboard down so you have a nice clear look with my digits out of the way. Giving you that nice clear view right there. And of course, this time around, giving you a much closer up look. So once again, giving you as much detail as I can. Let's see what happens if I wave my hand over it. Nope, it does not light up. Just testing out the various or any potential kind of features that the keyboard might have. So just being very thorough here, showing you as much as I can. So let's go deep and show you. So you can see UK keyboard with the pound on the 3 key. Okay, so let's hit a button and just showing you now what it looks like pressing on the keys with the keyboard now switched on, with the RGB lighting showing up around the keys and through the keycap symbols. And this time setting it back down and giving you another listen. To the click noise of these brown switches. Of this mechanical keyboard. So 60% mechanical keyboard. So that's the keyboard with its lighting on. Powered on, of course. And let's see if we can get something to work, but of course I need to refer to the user manual. In the meantime, I'll set the keyboard down so you can have a nice look at that while I have a quick glance at the user manual to see if I can get any of the lights going. Okay, so looking at the details, function, followed by the pipe symbol. Nope, not quite. Let's see, am I looking at the right key? Okay, so let's try that. And try these various combinations of the function and giving you a close-up look right there to the various or secondary functionality of those keys. So that should adjust. Let's see what that does. So we can turn off, as you can see right there, the RGB or LED lighting. And we can turn it on and into different modes as well. So let's have a look right there. That's one of the modes. I'm just going to slide the user manual up slightly. And you can enjoy the lighting while I try and make sense of the different functions. So let's try toggling with that function and right bracket key again, right squared bracket to be precise, and you can see the various modes right there. Okay, so I think that's the last mode. So if we go function left bracket, that might, yep, so function right bracket, you can see that's one of the first modes. And if we keep toggling, you can see it does do or have different effects, but that looks to be the same, the last couple that we tried. But they're just giving you some idea of the lighting effect. And I'm just looking or referring to the user manual again. So let's see if this actually is, nope, that doesn't do anything with the adjustment. And let's see what else. So I do believe that it is just following on from those keys that are actually symboled with the secondary functions. And as you can see, with the different lighting symbols, it appears that those are the ones that we should try out and not exactly what's shown on the user manual. Okay, so let's go there and try that function colon. Okay, let's function at. So okay, it needs to double blink, or it will double blink once to acknowledge that, I believe, the function being requested or being toggled. But there we go anyway. And let's try function £. So I think it's more evident now. We can see the different lighting effects with this function pound right there. That's the one that toggles the lighting modes or effects. So you can see the various lighting modes happening, and you can see right now this is a pretty cool feature right there. The keys lighting up when pressed. And let's toggle again. So this one appears to be a nice solid color, and let's see if the function cursor keys does make any change as to the speed or any other adjustments or at all. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be any functionality there with the function and cursor keys. Let's just show you the different features. So right there is another effect right there with the key press spreading out from the key that's being pressed. And let's toggle again. And this time around, it's the row that gets lit, corresponding, of course, to the key belonging to respective row. Okay, so obviously so many modes, and this one is a spread mode. And this is a solid permanent mode, as you can see right there. And let's see if we can raise the brightness. Okay, so starting to understand the keyboard a bit better now. So function left and right brackets adjust the brightness, and right there you can see we can turn the LED fully off by toggling all the way with the function left bracket key and right bracket key on the first brightness level. Once again, raising it bit by bit. You can see this is the third brightness level, fourth brightness level, and right there it's just telling us that it's reached the maximum level. So 4 brightness levels right there: level 3, level 2, level 1, and should be 5 levels. Then let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, Yep, so 5 brightness levels. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the maximum right there, and obviously 5 right now. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 to turn it off completely. So let's set it on the max brightness just for visibility's sake, and let's toggle with the different modes once again. So okay, right here we have what appears to be a breathing mode, and then toggling again to the next mode, a wave mode, and toggling to the next mode. This is like a waterfall mode, or cascading from the top mode. And this one is a wavy like zigzag mode. And this one's pretty interesting. It appears to be highlighting random keys. So you can see that transition of fading is super smooth, because when the keys do light up again, they really do stand out. Okay, next mode. And this one is kind of like a rippling type effect, or spiraling effect. Okay, and next mode. And this one is just a very randomized type of lighting or cascading effect. It does look random, but it is following with a pattern. Okay, next mode. And this one just goes from top left to bottom right, row by row. And next mode is a ripple effect from the bottom left side corner, or bottom left corner of the keyboard. And next mode this one is once again a very wavy light pattern. And next mode. Okay, so these are the more this is an interactive mode, as you can see. The keys lighting up when pressed. Okay, next mode. And this one is the keys fading out when pressed, and of course re-illuminating again. And next mode, you can see this one is a wave type effect with a single wave of color. Okay, next mode. This one is a radiating effect, just spreading out from the key that's pressed. And next mode. We saw this earlier. This one well, actually, no. What we saw earlier. Okay, so this is an interactive one, of course. The row of keys lighting up. Yeah, we did see that earlier. And next mode. Once again, this one spreading out and fading out at the same time as well. Very quickly. It's nice to see that light going right across. Next mode. Okay, back to the solid mode. Again, so those are all the modes. So plenty of non-interactive and interactive modes with the LED lighting. Alright, so what else is there? So I think we've covered let's do that. So function colon does reduce the speed of the effect, and function at does increase, and when you see it double blink, that means it's reached the maximum for that setting. And this time let's toggle through the modes once again, but this time it now has the maximum speed set for all the lighting effects, so we can see the lighting effects working. At the maximum speed. And this one right now, I've just toggled it all the way down in terms of speed. So you can see right there. And does it carry over the speed? Let's see. Okay, so bumping it right up there. How different the effects look with different speeds. Okay, so pretty cool, given that there's so many possibilities or combinations for your desired effect, and the speed of the effect, and of course the brightness as well. So right there, just giving you a look at those modes, and I think that about covers it in terms of the lighting effects and brightness, of course, and the speed of the effect. So those 5 keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, paired with the function key to activate the different settings right there. Okay, and now finally we can move on to the mouse, but let's get the keyboard in one of the lighting modes. Let's find one that's demonstrative of the kind of LED. Okay, let's keep it on this, and let's bump the speed down all the way down, so speed is at the lowest setting, and you can see that kind of Christmas tree type of effect right there at the lowest setting. It does feel like it, giving it a relaxing pace, but if we bump up the speed slightly and then even more, you can see how that jumble of colors does give a different feel, or produce a different feel. So let's set it somewhere in the middle in terms of speed, right there, or maybe down one more. Okay, and let's set that somewhere to the side right there, and move on to the mouse. So finally, we're now looking at the mouse that comes with this 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse set. So this is the mouse side of things. I'm just giving you a look there. So it does have an LED button, as well as a DPI button, and of course the back and forward buttons, as well as the left and right click buttons. And the scroll wheel does have a nice smooth scroll and a very crisp and near, or at least quiet click. I was going to say near silent, but it's not really near silent. It is quiet though, or low noise. And taking a look on the underside right there of the mouse, so it does have 4 decent sized skates or feet. And as I unboxed it, I did mention that it does have a super noticeable glide to it, so very, very smooth glide right there at the feet, or pads or skate of this Havit mouse. And it does have a USB connector, so this is a wired mouse with a 6400 dpi resolution or sensitivity. And taking a look at the USB plug right there, USB type A, standard USB, and you can see that the cable is braided as well. And just to give you some idea of the cable length, I'm going to undo the cable tie right there that's keeping the cable nice and secure. Okay, and giving you a look at the cable length. One thing is it does have a nice and crisp click feel, as you can see, just accidentally pressing on that left click button, and just giving you an idea of the length of the mouse cable right there. Okay, but before I do that, let's actually fold up the user manual just to keep the space tidy so you can see more clearly what exactly we're focused on in the foreground, which is the mouse present. It's right there giving you some idea of the size of the mouse, resting my hand on the mouse and doing a click test as well. So that's the mouse scroll wheel button, left button, right button, back button, forward button, DPI button, LED button, and those are all the buttons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buttons altogether. This time around giving you a much closer up look at this mouse. Havit branding at the back. So it feels very light given its size, so it is a very lightweight mouse. And the sides, so it is made completely out of plastic. I was just having a feel on the side grips to see if they were made of a different material, but they're not. So plastic right throughout, and the scroll wheel does have a nice grippy rubber or silicone nubbed surface. As you can see, that middle strip there, nicely nubbed and grippy as well, so it's not going to slide about when your fingers are greasy or sweaty, or especially greasy from crisp or any kind of snacks. It's right there giving you a close-up look as well from the front view, and once again doing that click test or press on the mouse buttons. So nice and crisp, as you can hear right there with the click and pressing down and releasing. So right there, pressing down and releasing. and giving you an idea in terms of the response area or actuation area. So quite a wide area of actuation right there. As you can see, that big surface area for the left as well as the right clicks or mouse buttons. Scroll wheel right there. So DPI button and LED button. It's just giving you various looks at this Havit mouse that comes with this 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse set. So right there, nice good look at the mouse as well as the keyboard. But let me show you the side button as well, which I've not given you a listen to it close up. Okay, so now just one thing left to do is to plug it in and see it light up. So let's do that. Let's plug it in to a laptop which I've got on the side, my trusty Alienware M17X R3 laptop. And you can see the mouse lighting up very nicely there with a very distinct RGB. And that Havit logo lit up as well. And now giving you a close-up look. You can see that the LED does have a very, very intense and rich hue. And taking a look at the underside. So taking a look right round the mouse, and you can see the mouse scroll wheel button does not appear to light up, but let's go ahead and press on the LED button and see what happens with that. And let's set it down so we can see a bit more clearly. And let's press again and again and again, so you can see the different lighting modes. So that's completely off. Let's start with the first one. So that's the first lighting mode right there. Second lighting mode or effect. Third one. Fourth lighting mode. Fifth lighting mode. Sixth lighting mode. And off. So 6 lighting modes altogether. Now let's see what happens when we press on the DPI button. So there are 6 levels of DPI, and each one should be represented by a color right there, as you can see. So that way you can instantly tell which speed or resolution you're at in terms of your DPI selection. So it does have 6 levels of resolution, starting from 800 all the way to 6400. So blue yellow, green, violet, blue, red, cyan, yellow, green, violet, blue, red, cyan, yellow, green. So right there are the various lighting modes, or I beg your pardon, the associations of the different colors with the different DPI selections. So the color does go off with the DPI selection once you've chosen it. And just now tapping on the LED mode button, just showing you the different LED modes. So if I hit that DPI button now, it's telling me the DPI selection and resuming back to the selected lighting mode, or the last lighting mode. Okay, so you can see the several lighting modes of this mouse. So just going to toggle through so we can have it completely off, or at the first mode, second mode, third mode, fourth mode, fifth mode, sixth mode, and those are the 6 lighting modes, or LED modes, with those 6 different effects. And of course we can turn it off completely as well. So let's set it to what I think might be the fanciest mode. Let's see. Let's have a quick look again. So I think this is one of the fanciest modes right there. And of course your DPI selection will still show you your current DPI with that color associated to that DPI resolution. Okay, and let's get the keyboard and its lighting effect to show as well. So just looking for something somewhat matching in the lighting effect. Okay, so maybe like that. And just setting the 60% mechanical keyboard and a mouse next to each other right there. And just moving the accessories right along right there and giving you a nice full view of this mechanical keyboard with brown switches, along with the mouse that comes with it. And let's just do a quick toggle of the lighting effects. Once again, now that we've got the mouse and keyboard both turned on, it's right there, and right there, and right there, so many colors. And modes to show with this mouse and keyboard set. And let's slow the speed down slightly, right there. And maybe raise it just that little bit more. And switch to another mode. So that's the Havit 60% mechanical keyboard and mouse set. Thanks for watching and happy gaming!